Wow, this is Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, and this was the battlefield on 9th June 2024 when we had the Eastern Derby, the decider football match between Enugu Rangers International and Enyimba of Aba. Most of you must have heard this story. Today we're going to have some moments of discussion with sports analysts.
Okay, my name is Gideon Gweke. I'm the SWAN chairman of Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, Enugu State chapter.
My name is Otweche Loli. I'm a freelancer. I'm a freelance journalist.
My name is Badu Good. I always go for greatness in Nigeria.
My name is Int. I'm a sport producer, I'm a presenter and a sports writer in Cool City FM.
Now, when I heard the hype about this, some of us are not very keen followers of football, but I was attracted and I was asking, what was it? What was phenomenal about this match that unfortunately ended in a stalemate?
Anytime it's an oriental derby, it's always like a battle of supremacy. Who tend to be the champion? I know the game yesterday was the match day 35 in the Nigerian Professional Football League. It's barely 3 games to go, and Enyimba International now are the defending champion. The last Rangers won it was in 2016. The last game was here between them and El Kanemi. So once it's an oriental derby, the publicity was something else from over 1 month or thereabout. So it has been going frenzy all over the social media. I was able to see what was transpiring, what took place in Aba Equally too, where everybody was at the stadium, getting to see how they could get access into the bus and the whole whatnot. Here in Enugu, Okulora and the whole whatnot made so much noise. The journalists, Swan, Oda and his guys, it was massive. So any oriental derby is something else. I don't think there's any derby in the world that can beat what we had here yesterday in Enugu.
Well, what could be the estimation of the number of people who actually were here?
What we have here, the stadium is 22,000 capacity. But I think, in my own estimation, we have over 50,000 spectators that came to see the game.
And they probably came from different parts of Nigeria or Southeast?
Wow. At the journalist stand, we had over 50 journalists that came from all over the states in Nigeria. A lot of people came from the north just to see the match. It's a decider. For Enyimba, these guys, they've won the CAF Champions League 2 times. They are the defending champions. So, and they are, trying to see whether they will retain the title, while Enugu Rangers won it last in 2016. So I think it is a battle of supremacy. Enyimba is just trying to show senior brother strength to retain the title and become dominant in Southeast, while Rangers, with new management, young players are trying to say, oh, we've revived, we've been resuscitated, we are taking back what belongs to us because we are the elephant of the Southeast.
I am pained, very, very pained, because sometimes, we have problem of mobilizing our people, especially young people. I remember what happened in 2023. Lots and lots of people, you can never imagine, came out on their own to want to vote and be part of the system. But unfortunately, at the end, many people were not happy. And if you wonder what's going to happen come 2027, now look at a match that you barely, if you threw up a pin, it will not find the ground to land. And one would have been encouraged to say, wow, we're going nuclear now. That today we're going to start developing sports in another direction, in a positive direction. Money, revenue will start coming in. Talking about tourism and the rest of it. We'll see how it all ended.
Well, I think this is part of football, part of the game, part of the fun. We're not really happy that the thing ended the way it ended, but I'll say the officiality was top-notch for me. The play was top-notch, the fans were top-notch. The only thing that I found wonderful here was the overcrowding, but it was top-notch from beginning to ending, the cheering, the people that turn up. So I think Enugu State and the Nigerian Football Federation as a whole, was the organizers, should now keep into what they call the night game, a night vision. Because I think when you have a night game in a state or in a particular venue, people tend to come out more because they have no other place to go to than to go and watch the match. There were kids, there were parents that brought their kids down here. but it was something else. But when it comes to the match, you know, it was a high-class match between two good teams. Two greatest teams in Nigeria. Rangers has never gone on relegation, and Enyimba, one of the teams in Nigeria that won so much trophies, and we all know what the title is all about. The first and the second meeting in Enugu right here. A lot of hypes were there, and it had to happen.
You know, my question actually would have been, do you think we can get this kind of response again with what happened?
Yeah, of course, we can. This thing happens even in overseas. It happens everywhere. It happens if you watch in the English Premier League, you watch the German Bundesliga, you watch any league at all. At times, you see the fans even throwing fireworks to the pitch. So at times, even in the tennis game, Djokovic had to leave a particular tennis game because a fan mistakenly dropped water bottle on his head. And that is it. It's part of the
the catchword there is investment in publicity. Yeah. We saw how it happened. England has adopted, they took investment in publicity to make their league the biggest league, the most powerful league in the world. And what happened yesterday was just a reflection and just tell people that publicity can do miracle. In fact, the hype was so much that if you allow that game to last till 11 p.m. People will still be here. People will still be here. And people will still be coming out. People will still be coming out. You can imagine the kind of revenue these guys generated yesterday. Over 15 million. Over 15 million.
I was still here. The match was still going on. The second half started. I stepped out to take a breath of air. I still saw people walking into the gate, walking into to look for a glimpse, a chance to watch the match. I was like, wow.
No seats. No seats.
No, to me, for them, it's a private team. All the judges, a lot of people thought there's no nightlife any longer in Enugu. But to behold, a lot of people left here 2 a.m. To God be the glory, there was a stand out there where some people were having a lot of fun, drinks and the whole whatnot. So to me, really, night football in Enugu tend to be a major blow. But yesterday, I was thinking a drill, but never hampered anything.
But when we are saying night football, this match was slated for 5 p.m. People came here by 1 p.m. As at 1 p.m., the stadium was almost full to the brim. So I'm thinking that this is a lesson to state governments, sports administrators, accessories of sports, that you need to put money into publicity. You need to use the media, you need to use the social media. This is the magic of social media and the other conventional media. From 2 weeks to the game, it was all over. In fact, at the time, as at 3 days ago, it was ranked first in X platform. Wow. It was ranked first, #1 in X platform. People were discussing it. And no wonder, I know DSTV, wherever they are, they will be regretting not coming, because what we saw yesterday was a TV game.
Wow, yeah.
It was a TV game. Sure. So I know DSTV and other international TV networks will be regretting not to have come.
You said something about publicity and said maybe DSTV regretting it. Now, I thought the Nigerian Professional Football League signed an agreement or a partnership deal with a TV company.
Which is
StarTimes. Yes. So for me, how many people get StarTime? That's the problem.
But people watch the match only because I know I'm on the platform. I went to X, I went to Facebook, I went to all social media platforms. Even those that were not in Enugu were the ones even arguing more about the penalty. Yeah. I was like, this was I was in Port Harcourt, this was I was in Kaduna, I was there. It was a big, far-reach game, and everybody was depending on this particular game.
All right, kudos to everybody, but what do you have to say about the fans?
The fans, for me, they were not really.
It appears some of them even came prepared for.
Yeah, most especially the.
Some came out with cordials and all that.
No, but the point that the wood you see there happens to be a very good weapon. So why won't they? But like in overseas, it's not like this.
No. You're making a mistake.
But here now. See firewood.
No, Ole, you're making a mistake. It wasn't
people who pulled out chairs.
Okay, like what Gideon said. So some people put chairs. In Europe, will someone put chairs?
Yes, of course they do. They do, please.
But not as
don't criticize my league.
We remember what happened in Egypt between Al Ahly, where people were saw people.
How many times do
they do it almost every time?
How many times do you?
They do.
Yes, well, nobody was killed in this game. Nobody was killed in this game.
And this wood you're seeing here is the wood that they used to cover for advert on the pitch. Right now, they didn't pull up this wood, you see them put it in the Nigerian National League game. What's
like,
going on?
Down there.
Yeah, every single thing. But due to the frenzy, the fans now have to look for what.
All right.
The energy was so much. The crowd was so much, and they
much.
had a lot of energy. In fact, I have to even commend the fans.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting the level of crowd here.
They would have battle from the beginning.
They would have took me to the field.
Yeah, they would have battle from the beginning. It was just the
I
ending.
commend them because I commend them.
But kudos to the steward equally too. Some of the stewards from Rangers International was busy watching the fans, whereas those who were meant to protect were busy watching the football game going on. So that's just the irony of all this.
The first club in Nigeria to ever introduce stewardship. Those are the people those are the people that now watch over the fans. Those that will now want to infringe into the pitch. In case they do, you chase them.
Were they effective?
They were effective. They were.
I think they were overwhelmed. I think they were overwhelmed yesterday. I think they were overwhelmed. Even though they were in their numbers, but they were overwhelmed.
All right, gentlemen, going forward, what do you think is the way out now? It has ended in a stalemate. The match never ended, right?
No, it never.
So,
yeah, we were waiting for the referee, the match officials, the match commissioner, waiting for their report because they are going to file in their report to the management company, that's the league managers, and they will review. They'll have their review. So we're waiting for them to bring out their final white paper on the match. Rangers will be awarded the 3 points, the maximum 3 points. And maybe some fine, because I know sledgehammer will be raised and it will land on some people's head. For me, if you ask me, my own judgment, both the match official, the match commissioner, the referee, Enyimba, every strong participant in that should be fine, because with overcrowding, I think the match official should have stopped that game. And even when some videos trending where they saw referees being pushed, I think the referee should also report. Yes, I'll call off the game, because he has the right to call off the game. The environment wasn't conducive again to continue with the game. So we are not going to preempt any white report. So we are waiting for the managers to bring out their white report, and we'll go from there.
Could there be cases of compromise that some people compromise?
I also think that
because some people, that penalty is suspicious. I don't know. Because I saw three of you nearly fought before we began this. He was saying
it was a penalty. Gideon said it wasn't a penalty.
Was it a penalty? Do you think it was a penalty?
For me,
we want to hear from you. Do you think it was a penalty?
Yes, it was a penalty. Because let me say the truth. If you watch the clips, watch it from over and over again, you can see how the defender pulled what's his name again? The Rangers player that was about hitting the ball, and that was in an 18-yard box. Any infringement in an 18-yard box goes to a penalty. You understand? I think that was what really pushed the fans and pushed everybody, because it was a penalty, and people were complaining that it was 9 minutes into the game. Why now? Why the penalty? But in football, once you pull, it's the penalty. And Gideon said otherwise, because it might be a state.
Anyway, for me, football is all about body contact. It's a physical contact, and for you to say to award a penalty, there must be a very strong contact.
And that was towards the end of the match.
It happens at any time.
For Christ's sake, even though you give your judgment at any time, but this is 90 plus 7.
Yes,
90 minutes.
That is what happens.
Hold on, please. And you gave 8 minutes extra time. 90 plus 7, almost few seconds to the end of the game. People were enjoying the game, and all of a sudden, watch that video very well. Excuse me,
and
those people are not ghosts, and there should be a body contact.
Yes, but
those people we are not ghosts, for Christ's sake. There must be a body contact. I am telling you.
No fight.
Let's finish it.
But I'm happy you said it. I'm happy you said it. I'm happy you said it's supposed to be 7 minutes. But that penalty came at the dot of 99 minutes. 99 minutes. So what was the need for the extra 2 minutes that was added?
Because let me tell you something, the referee has the right. Even when the assistant, what do you call it? The linesman, not the linesman, the assistant referee, the fourth one, raise it to 4 minutes. The referee has the right to make it 6 minutes. We all watch matches. We all know it's the final say. That is why it was also the final say.
That was why compromise came in. Because if it
wasn't a compromise, watch the clip for them. He pulled the guy.
Anyway,
it was a penalty.
We have said our bit. Let our viewers make up their own mind What do you think is the way forward now? Was that a penalty or not? What happens to the future of this kind of derby in our country? Football is very important to us because it has always been and will continue to be a uniting factor. Let us not fight in it. God bless us all.